Hello. Hey, Emily. Thank you so much for joining us today on our St. Louis Living channel. How are you today?
I'm great, Dan. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Well, I just want to pause real quick and welcome anyone that's watching our video. Again, this is Dan McElfresh and Emily Peggs. I am with Narrative Real Estate and St. Louis Living. If you have a chance to hit the like button and subscribe, that would be fantastic. We are starting this new series called Small Business Spotlights for any small business in the St. Louis area. And I wanted to first interview and talk with Emily Peggs at Flat Branch Home Loans. So, Emily, I actually didn't put this question on your list, but if you could just give me a real quick, like who you are and how long you've been in St. Louis, that would be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Emily Peggs. Again, I'm with Flat Branch Home Loans. I'm a loan officer here. I have lived in Missouri, St. Louis area all my life. So born and raised here. Been in the mortgage industry over 5 years now, absolutely loving it. And married, have 3 kids, and just excited to be out there helping and getting people into their homes.
Awesome, awesome. Well, one of the things that we know with Flat Branch is you guys are one of the top lenders here in the St. Louis area. You are a local lender, and that is one of the reasons we wanted to really have a chance just to have this conversation. So, tell me, Emily, just a little bit about the story behind your business, like Flat Branch and yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. So, me personally, I work on a team out of the St. Louis area. Our office is in Chesterfield. I work on a team with 3 other loan officers, and we do have an assistant and a processor. Flat Branch has been around for quite a while, began in Columbia, Missouri. We're kind of a small to medium type lender. And the cool thing kind of about us is that since we are local, our servicing department is right here in the St. Louis area.
It's
So it's not
huge.
like when you get a loan and you're sold off to a bigger bank where you don't know where those people are from. All of our people are right here in St. Louis, so that's really awesome. We do service about 80% of our own loans, and product wise, I mean, we just are all across the board with anything from your standard, traditional type mortgages all the way up to partnering with other banks for, the more non-quality, QM type mortgages, that sort of thing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, having your own service department's huge. I know being in the industry just it helps speed the process along a lot. So,
Absolutely.
what unique products or services do you offer?
Yeah, so as far as, unique products, again, obviously with first-time home buyers, we have a plethora of first-time home buyer programs. There's lots of them out there. Um, we've also got like our bridge loan that helps people who may be second time or, have already owned a home. They maybe want to access the equity in their current home to put down on their new home that they're wanting to purchase. So again, we partnering with other banks allows us to do like the bank statement type loans for people that might be self-employed. We can do other non-QM type, for investors, that sort of thing. So we really, if there's a program out there, we pretty much have a way of getting it or getting you to that program, or we offer it right at Flat Branch.
That's fantastic. Now, I know with every industry, we always have challenges that we face and things come up. So, could you tell our listeners maybe what's a challenge that you've faced and how you overcame it?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So, when I first started out, several years ago, it is very, it's time consuming to build your business, get your referral partners, get all of that out. So I really, you know, like to, when I started out, get my trust built in just everyone. I didn't want people coming to me that may be credit challenged or anything like that and being like, no, I'm sorry, I can't help you. So my overcoming is really just trying to find a way to help whoever the borrower is, whether they're, first time home buyer, somebody that is, a repeat borrower, maybe credit challenged, anything like that. I really tried to dig deep into that process and overcome any challenges that may come. So, it's not just one specific challenge. It's any challenge that's out there. I like it. And, I'm going to find a way to help make it work.
That's great. It's one of the things that I've seen when we worked with Flat Branch in the past is that whenever we've had something challenging come up, that you guys do, you dive right in, you try to figure it out. Um, Even on some times when you couldn't help, you helped us find someone that could help us. So
Absolutely.
definitely appreciate across the board. So how does Flat Branch help with, as we're focusing on this local community and things here in the St. Louis area, what are some things that Flat Branch has done to give back to community and help build the community?
Sure. So we have our very own non-for-profit. It's called the Giving Branch. What that is that anybody in the company, and they don't have to, but most of our employees do, give 1% of their paycheck to go into this Giving Branch fund, and then the company matches it. And through that, we're able to help people that might be going through rough times. Maybe they've had a death in the family, need help with funeral expenses, all the way across the board to just any type of hardship. We also donate those funds to other non-for-profits that, maybe having an event that they need help with sponsorship, that sort of thing. We've really grown in this. I believe we started it back in 2019. And
Oh,
just
wow.
this year alone, we were able to give out $1 million and, back
Wow.
into the communities. So it's something that we're all very, very proud of. And those stories are shared, and it just makes you like know that, oh, I'm not just helping families get into homes, but I'm also helping these families. And it doesn't even have to be anybody that, we've worked with. It can be anybody. So we're very proud of it. We've got a great leadership group that runs that. And if anybody's looking for that or obviously needs anything with that, absolutely reach out. I'll point you in the right direction. And it's a pretty streamlined process. And we're here to help.
That's awesome. I will make sure I put a link for that in our description as well so people can find that. But
Absolutely.
it's a great program, and I just love to hear how much you guys are able to impact those around us. So that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Can you share, you've had lots of clients, right? Is there a memorable story, customer story that sticks out to you that you'd be willing to share with us?
Absolutely. Kind of going back to when I first started out working with credit, people that might be credit challenged. I had this one couple that had been through many unforeseen circumstances in their life. They were, an older couple, never owned a home, and their dream was to, have a home. And I started working with them. It took about a year, but they really followed my credit improvement plan. And I'll never forget closing day because they both cried and hugged me, and were just like so thankful that we were able to get them into a home and something they've dreamed of all their life. So
That's awesome. Yeah, it's this industry all across the board can be hard. And so having people that we can help and touch and really impact their lives, that's where I think we both have a heart for that. So,
absolutely, for sure.
um, what would you say is your most popular role? If I can talk, most popular product or service?
Most popular, I would say, just the amount of first-time home buyer programs. We do also have our own flex funds program that gives up to 2% of the purchase price to go towards a borrower's closing costs. So just all of those programs that are out there that we can access, and then trying to on top, have that. I would say again, our bridge loan is super popular for people that are wanting to purchase a new home and use that equity. Um, Again, the biggest ones I say we come across mostly is those first time home buyers, and really trying to get programs for them.
Sure, absolutely. And I know we plan to talk with you and some other people at Flat Branch a little bit later and go more in depth into what those programs look like and how
Sure.
we can really impact people. So definitely stay tuned for that. Now, I think one of the hardest things when it comes to mortgages and real estate, because it's ever changing, right? I would say our
Sure.
industry changes monthly, sometimes daily, right? Like interest rates change, everything changes. So how do you stay up with the trends and stay innovative?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have probably the best capital markets guy in the Midwest. He's amazing. He works in our secondary department. He heads it up. And he is always listening to us, listening to what the feedback we get from our realtors, our referral partners about programs that maybe we need to implement in different markets that we, service. Um, really just trying to stay on top of the trends. AI, love it or hate it, it is our future, and we're already starting to implement things on our back end processing systems that are going to help make home buying or going through the loan process way more streamlined. So it's exciting. You're right, the market's changing every day. Nothing's going away. I just see positive in the future, and really just trusting into our capital markets guy. We do also have several other market analysts we listen to on a daily basis, and we kind of want to be at the forefront of all of that. So already starting to implement those other technology systems that we might all be a little bit of afraid of, but that is our future, and yeah, we're excited about that.
That's awesome. The I never would have thought 5 years ago, well, almost 7 years ago, I guess now, when I got into real estate, that AI would be such a huge part of what we're doing now. It's crazy.
It is so crazy, but we got to love on it because it's here, and I don't think it's going anywhere.
No,
So
it's definitely not going anywhere. Not at all. Uh, so as far as Flat Branch and especially your business, what future plans do you have in place? Anything exciting? Anything you want to share with us?
yeah, again, I would probably, mention that they're already starting to work the process into developing newer technology to help streamline the process. Obviously, I don't want to ever be replaced. We don't want real estate agents to ever be replaced, but there's a lot of things coming up in the future, possibly things that the company is working on, just to expand our portfolio and what we can offer. Probably shouldn't mention things at this time, but I'm really looking forward to this year at Flat Branch, and stay tuned.
Awesome. No, I love that. I love that for sure. And again, I'm going to throw one more question at that you're not
Sure.
prepared for. But
Okay.
one thing I know that my listeners love to hear because they like to support us, they like to see how they can help us achieve things, is they like to hear some goals. So you don't have to like just pick one of your goals that you think people would like to hear about that you're trying to accomplish this year. Because I'd love for our listeners to hear that and see if they can't help you get there.
Yeah. So, you know, big goals, set for this year. Really trying to a big one for all the people that, I may help in the future, or the people that I have helped, is just diving more into how can I make things work for you? Getting more into those challenges. I have a big goal on the amount of loans I want to close this year, but I also want to make sure that during that time I'm, taking care of the borrowers that I have in the moment, and really just focusing on how I can make the buying process and going through, getting a loan and all of that just a better experience for everyone across the board, whether it be my buyer or my real estate agent, that sort of thing. So super excited for this year. The last couple of years, Dan, have been a little crazy in our world, and
They have.
I have a good feeling about 2024 and the future, and looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, perfect. Well, everyone, Emily, if you could share with people how to get a hold of you, I will also put it into the description. So if you can give
Sure.
them just the best contact information to get a hold of you, that'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. So, again, my name is Emily Peggs. My cell phone number is 636-248-8286. I'm available whenever you're available. So feel free to call or text anytime. If I can't get back to you right in that moment, I'm going to shoot you a text, or, let you know that I'll give you a call back soon. Email is also a good option. It's E as in Emily, pegs at fbhl.com. And you can also find me at fbhl.com. And you would just search my name, Emily Peggs. I'm here to help. And whenever you guys, even if you just have questions about, the buying process or what buying a second home would look like, investments, anything like that, feel free to reach out at any time.
Perfect. Well, thanks again for everyone for joining us. Dan McAlfresh here with St. Louis Living and Narrative Real Estate. Click that like button and hit the subscribe button if you want to keep up to date on our local businesses. Take care.